Welcome back to another episode of Up the Score Show. In today's episode, we're going to be doing our 2025 NBA Finals predictions. All right, so like I said, we at that point of the year where we are doing NBA Finals predictions. That's wild. And Larry, if I had to tell you that the Indiana Pacers versus the Oklahoma City Thunder would be the finals going into the season, on a scale from 1 to 10, how crazy would that have been?
I probably would give it a 7. I think OKC kind of was a finalist or one of the top guys to come out the West, so it's not a big surprise. But the Indiana Pacers for sure, and being better than Milwaukee, Cleveland, and Boston, mainly due to injuries, but still they were able to play competitive even when they were healthy. So them coming here to the finals and probably going to beat the Knicks as well. That what the fifth seed in the Eastern Conference. They beat the four, third, second, and first seed in the East. So it's super impressive. No one expected that. Tyrese Halliburton, he came up to. He kind of beat that overrated status really quickly. Aaron Neesmith, Adrian Nembhard became some of the best role players in the league during this playoff run. So definitely a surprise on the Pacers end. I'll probably give it a 7 just because I know OKC is probably gonna make it to the finals out the West. Definitely
Yeah,
expecting that.
yeah. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, OKC making it wasn't crazy at all, but like the Indiana Pacers are like you said, it's about a 7. Like you got it on a nail on the coffin because OKC. I mean, they were the favorites to win it all, and they still are, to be honest. Like going into the finals, we'll talk about how we think that series will go down. But do you want to just talk about it real quick at this point?
We talk about it. I think the Thunder will probably
Yeah.
win in 5, if not 4 games. I think head to toe, point guard to center, one man in rotation to the 10th option on offense. I think they're better overall. I know like Halliburton and Pascal Siakam has had a fantastic playoff run. Naismith and Miles Turner is gonna be one of the best free agents in this market during the offseason, but it's top to bottom. OKC Thunder have a better team. SJ is a far better player than Tyrese Halliburton at the moment. And I think their 2 and 3 is better than Miles Turner, or on the same level, sort of, with Miles Turner and J Dub with Pascal and Miles Turner. Actually, who's better? Who would you rather have on your team? Those two in Indiana, Pascal or Miles Turner, or would you rather have Chet and J Dub? I might go Pascal and Miles Turner, I'm gonna be honest.
Shet and J Dub,
I,
Pascal and Miles Turner though. Oh wow!
he's a
Like
big man.
look. Pascal might be the best player of the group right now, and Miles Turner's like what you would want Chet Holmgren to become. Is that what you? I mean,
Yeah, similar. It's kind of
yeah,
like that,
yeah. I,
honestly.
I get it. I get
I
it.
think I might those two, but the rest of the roster, with
I
Lou
get it.
Dort and what's the guy? Alex Caruso, Isaiah Hartenstein, like definitely. Besides the 2 and the 3 on both teams, the Pacers have that, but everything else, the OKC Thunder is better at.
That's what I was talking about. I was telling you last week, bro. These is like the two deepest teams in the league. You feel me? So
Yeah,
like the fact that they both this deep, now no one got like a rotation advantage, and like look, Chet and Hartenstein, they played good against Julius Randle. I know Julius Randle is worse than Siakam, but like he's that type of player. You know what I mean? And they did good against it. Like if Julius Randle gave them problems, I would have looked at it differently. But like Julius Randle was a better shooter than Siakam, and they even like held him down.
yeah, it's true. I think there's deep teams. I think they're just the healthiest deep team. I mean, I think the Wolves are pretty deep in my opinion, with 3 guys off the bench.
Yeah, no, the Wolves got the best bench players, but it's not as deep. Like
Okay,
Naw is like good. Naz Reid is really good.
that's
Like
fair.
they
That's fair.
yeah, they got real good players off the bench.
I still consider Cavs to be a deep bench as well. I think Cavs really have
Really?
one, but with injuries, that definitely
Yeah,
derailed them off the
yeah.
series, but
Yeah.
definitely, yeah, they're definitely top 5, top 3 teams with depth wise, especially in the playoffs this year. And
Yeah.
from them to remain healthy too, because other teams didn't remain healthy with the depth. That really set them apart as well.
I really think in winning in the playoffs, it's not about the depth. It's about the star players staying healthy. Really, if you got like Max Struess missing games, like you gotta fight Dean Wade, you gotta step up. You feel me? But like,
I don't. I think you definitely need depth on your team, especially outside the starting five. Depth on the Nuggets, they might have beat OKC.
yeah, yeah, no,
Depth on
Nuggets got it bad.
the Warriors, if Steph was hurt, Steph was
Yeah, but that's
healthy,
what I
he probably
mean
wouldn't win.
exactly. But like, it's that no, that's exactly what I mean. Why you need depth though? Because of the Curry thing. You know what I mean? Like Curry got to stay healthy, and you got a Jimmy Butler who's like he got traded because like he never healthy. You know what I mean? So like, and you got no depth with two players that's like older.
Yeah,
That's a problem. But
yeah,
back
definitely
to
need depth in the regular season and the playoffs. But I just think with Curry even healthy, they still need
yeah,
depth to get to beat Minnesota. In my
yeah,
opinion.
yeah. Back to the Pacers Thunder though. Larry, bro, I was what you just said. You kind of spit, which is crazy. And I was telling you, the Pacers, if there was a team to beat the Thunder, the formula would be a point guard who doesn't turn the ball over against the team that forces the most turnovers in the league and has shooting to to like combat the fact that you could leave Alex Caruso open. You could leave who Lou Dort open, and when you leave those boys open, it's gonna be Halliburton or Siakam like a 40% chance grabbing the rebound because that like, it's just math. They have one of those guys grabbing a rebound after those guys break because you left them open. It starts the Pacers offense, the fast paced offense. But at the same time, I get it. The Thunder could slow it down, but like if the biggest problem in the series for the Thunder is if they can hit their threes. If they don't hit their threes, that means the Pacers got fast breaks going back to back to back to back to back to back to back, and that's what the Pacers do. You feel me? So like the Thunder are gonna have to stop fast breaks all game, even though it's not considered a fast break. It's after a rebound. To me, that's a fast break. Like that's transition. That's like what Ben Simmons and Giannis are good at. You know what I mean? Like running the tempo after a rebound, like Domantas Sabonis. That's what Siakam kind of excels
Yeah,
at too.
yeah,
So like,
topping too, and it'll be topping. Yeah,
yeah. So like, when them boys miss, the Pacers will punish them. And if Halliburton finds a way on his hands on those rebounds, it's a bucket. Like man, I
yeah,
don't.
that's definitely true. And Pacers are one of those teams that kind of everyone kind of contributes. So having that everyone able to contribute on offense and shoot. I don't know if OKC really faced an offense like that before. Maybe the Mavericks a couple years ago, but that's probably the closest to it. So this isn't this not like OKC usually kind of cuts off one of the two guys on the team, Julius Randle or Ant, Jokic or Jamal Murray. With this team, you kind of have to guard everybody. You kind of have to be on your toes for everybody, especially with them not turning the ball over as much. That's kind of what they lean on OKC with their defense, getting the ball turnovers. So it's going to be a challenge for them offensively. But I do think their offense, compared with whatever they can do on defense, is going to be more than enough to defeat the Pacers. But if Pacers take game one at home, that's going to be a crazy story for the next day.
Let's talk about matchups. There's a plenty of ways you could go. Who guards Shea?
Uh, I might go Naismith or
Me,
Nemhard. Who's better defender, Nemhard or Naismith? I don't
I
know.
like Neesmith. I like both of them as defenders, but I think I would put Neesmith on him.
Yeah, I probably
Yeah,
kind of rotate that. I
they both
definitely
take
need
it now for sure.
Pascal. I definitely need Pascal and J Dub just because of the size difference.
No, 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 no. Wait, is that what Pascal guards?
Well, wait, hold on. Is Isaiah or is Isaiah starting on this roster? Okay, see.
Yeah, for sure. Oh,
Okay, yeah.
that's a good question. That I was actually wondering that too because Miles Turner, you don't want to let him. That's the thing about it. In the matchups I'm about to put, you don't want Miles Turner to guard the paint. You know what I mean? Because like Hartenstein and Chet have been doing good this postseason together, though. Like I said, they held Julius Randle down, who had a good series against the Lakers, but the Lakers ain't have no bigs. You know, Lakers ain't had nothing to slow them down. So like, do the Thunder need two of them to slow down Pascal? Pascal tough though. Pascal, you might need to. You might need to for real. And
And
then
Miles
what?
Turner's gonna be a threat too. One of the best 3-point shooting bigs we have in the
Yeah,
league. He's gonna be
yeah,
a threat.
yeah. So like those bigs are gonna be out in space with Siakam bringing them to it. So I'd put Turner on. I'd put Turner in the paint. I wouldn't have him guard anyone. I'd put Turner in the paint, and I'd let Siakam roam with Halliburton guarding Dort or Caruso and asking him to grab the rebounds. Like you tell Halliburton to sag off and grab rebounds, and Neesmith and Nemhard they guard the point of attack. You know,
Yeah, that's not a bad battle plan at all. And you kind of have Pascal and Miles Turner on the bigs. I'm just a little afraid of SGA getting to the lane super easily.
that's
Well,
why.
no, take that back. For Pacers, my fault. Pascal, no, having Miles Turner stretch five ability, Pascal being able to drop to the lane on Chet Holmgren. I don't know if Pascal has the strength to kind of overtake Chet. I know Pascal's obviously bigger, but he's not Julius Randle as well. So I want to see that matchup to see how they match up together. If Pascal can kind of overpower him in the paint, kind of like Julius Randle has been doing for a few games, for a few possessions. We'll see what happens with that. And if he can beat Chet to the lane as well. So that would be interesting to see. I want to see how Isaiah Hartenstein adjusts to a starting five that plays most of the minutes. I know that he's been playing Naz Reid, and it also had Jokic as well. But having two guys that can kind of get to the rim, and Tyrese Halliburton and Pascal, also having that stretch five, I want to see how he adjusts to that defense, to that offense.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I think this is a series where you put Miles Turner, like I said, on Hartenstein, and
Yeah.
I don't feel like Pascal guarding Shea is crazy. When I'm watching Shea play, I feel like if I was the Nuggets, like they put Aaron Gordon on him, I feel like that was the right thing. Pascal Siakam on Shea is not crazy. He's the type you got to be physical with him. He an interior scorer, you know.
I get that, but I just feel like Naismith on Chet is just too big of a size difference to kind of ignore. In Nuggets, they had MPJ and Christian Braun, who's 6'7", Braun, 6'10", MPJ. So
you're literally right. Dang. No, you're right. You're right. Yeah.
I mean, they could have run like an Obi Toppin at the power forward, and then Naismith or Nemhard off the bench. Pascal Siakam starts. Could have that rotation going on, but then I kind of want to utilize Obi off the bench, so it's back and forth with that.
So you have Pascal as a hook defender and him guard Lou Dort.
Wait, Pascal
but Halliburton will be guarding Chet. No. Yeah, you just gotta have Halliburton be the one to sag off and Siakam guard Chet. Yeah, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I think Hallie can guard Lou Dort. I think that shouldn't be too much of an issue. As long as Lou Dort doesn't go off like a Naismith or something like that, that shouldn't be too much of an issue.
Yeah, no, that's the only plan that they could go with, because the Thunder got 2 7-footers. You kind of have to like you can't put no one else on Shea. You can't be fancy and, like you said, put MPJ on Chet. Nah, you right. Dang, the Pacers might be cooked. Pacers might be cooked. Now we already know that the Pacers cooked, but like I'm over here trying to make an argument for them. You know what I mean? Because like you got the Thunder. I'm trying to like see a world where the Pacers can win, because like we just living in a world where, you know, this entertainment, man. We trying to like give both teams a chance, but like it don't look like the Pacers got that much of one. No. They got the experience. They got that, but at what point are you the Indiana Pacers? You know what I mean? Like Indiana Pacers versus Oklahoma City Thunder finals is ridiculous to me. Oh, wow.
Hopefully, Pacers can make it competitive. They have the tools to do it. It's just a matter of OKC is kind of one of those best teams in history that we've seen in recent history. Yeah. I don't know how they're going to be able to match up. And especially next in the offseason, they have the tools and roster to give even more players to get better. Nicole, top big 12th pick in the draft this year, hasn't even played yet. So this team, if any team, can probably go on a 2-peat or 3-peat.
Yeah. To anybody looking, you're gonna see me reset the whole thing that we built the whole year. This was throughout the whole regular season, throughout a little bit of the playoffs. We built a chart of who we had as MVP throughout the year. Nikola Jokic ended up winning it for us, but Shea won in real life. We got our All NBA teams ending off at Trae Young. So the All NBA teams came out in real life. Y'all see what y'all differences was in ours. Who made the All NBA team on our list that didn't even make it in real life? Or who made it in real life that ain't make it on our list? Can you check that out for me, Larry?
For the what?
All NBA teams. Who made it that? Like, did we get all the 15 right or no? I doubt it, right?
I'm checking.
I doubt it. There had to be someone that made all the NBA team that we ain't have on the list. But at the same time, I think we might have just got the 15 players right. And they just put it in a different order. Like, I wonder who would have been the other player. These had to have been the 15. Oh, maybe did Sabonis make it? Maybe.
No.
Then we had to got off 15.
Okay, wait, hold on. So first team is Giannis, Shea, Jokic, Donovan Mitchell.
We have him.
So he was a little below. Second team is Jalen Brunson, Steph Curry, Anthony Edwards, LeBron James, and Evan Mobley. So we're all right so far. Just Cade's a little lower. Cade's next. Tyrese Halliburton's after that. We don't have Tyrese here. Yeah, then we overrated him too. Or
underrated. Yeah, we didn't have Halliburton.
James Harden is missing from the list.
Oh, James Harden made All NBA team?
Yep.
So he made it over Jaren Jackson?
Yep.
So
and the last two names are Cat and Jalen Williams.
So the NBA disagreed with us on Jaren Jackson and Trae Young.
They had Harden over him, and we had Harden below Sabonis. So
yeah. But like we had Halliburton like next. But Halliburton could have made All NBA team for us. I wonder what was the argument at the time. Trae Young led the league in assists, huh? I think that's what the argument was. Trae Young led the league in assists. He averaged 12 a game.
Wait, after this playoffs, is Halliburton a superstar in this league?
Bro, this is a multiple times of him doing. Man, let's talk about the best player. Let me redo what I wanted. Let's hit the reset. Who was the best player so far in these playoffs, Larry?
I'm still giving it to Jokic.
The best player in the playoffs.
Oh, just these two teams?
Look, okay, this idea is from you though, Larry. You remember when like we would rank the best players in the playoffs, like predictions wise and stuff?
Yeah.
Kind of like that, but we ranking them right now.
I'm saying, but the remaining four teams, everyone else is kind of not on my list.
I mean, every team. I'd have Paulo in the top 10.
Wait. So we're predicting for next season, like the best players in the world? Or
No. Who has been the best playoff performers this year?
Okay, yeah. Jokic, that's all right. Jokic is number 1.
Okay, let me look at stats, bro. I don't really do the stats thing. Who would have been better than Jokic, right?
Yeah, I got Jokic and Shea's probably gonna be next for me. Jalen Brunson's up there.
I mean, Giannis did ball off in the playoffs too, bro. But like, that Pacer series was so long. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just think players that got further in the playoffs have more on their resume. So you kind of have to put them over some players. Maybe first round.
Yeah, Donovan Mitchell is balling, bro.
Yeah,
Donovan Mitchell is balling. Jokic, I wonder what he shot from 3. I feel like he was breaking. When I was watching him play, at least that boy was. Nah.
Yeah, but I got Jokic, and then I got Shea, and then I got Jalen Brunson right after that, in my opinion.
I mean, that's not. You know what, bro? Nah, Jokic one is never crazy. Jokic did play good. What was his? I want to see what his stats was. I'm gonna go to StatMuse real quick. Nikola Jokic, 2025 NBA playoffs. Look at this man, dude. He averaged 26, 13, and 8 on 50 from the field, 38 from the 3. I mean, how can I hate on that, right?
Yeah.
No, how can I hate on that? And his whole team was hurt. Larry, his MPJ had no. He MPJ had one shoulder, and Aaron Gordon had no knees. Or what did Aaron Gordon ain't have a hammy? He had one hammy, and MPJ had one knee and one shoulder, and they had a 7-man rotation with two of the players hurt. Like, and they almost beat the Thunder. They took them to 7. Now you convinced me, bro. Now Jokic was the best player. Shea, yeah, number 2. Number 3, you. The thing is, I'm thinking about Halliburton number 2, Larry. Thinking about Halliburton number 2.
I'm not. I think I got Brunson over Hallie, just in my opinion.
No.
All piece insane.
Explain it. Explain it.
It's close. I guess you can go Hallie. The turnovers, I think him kind of controlling turnovers more than Brunson. Been more impactful. I got Brunson next though. I do have that.
Brunson has been nice though. No, Brunson has been good, but like Halliburton is just on one. Halliburton is on one.
I might go Spider next.
I might be prone. Well, look, whenever Spider in that series after the Heat was balling too. That's really what it is.
I got Spider next.
What about Giannis?
I think Giannis can go kind of right after him, maybe, but I got Giannis.
Yeah.
Giannis being eliminated in the first round, that crutches.
He averaged 33 and 15. Oh wait, I feel like we should rank Siakam.
Yeah, I was thinking about him first, honestly.
Siakam or Giannis?
Looking at some stats. No, Giannis was better than Siakam.
I mean, Pascal Siakam 2025 NBA playoffs. I wonder how much. Siakam's averaging. Nah, I don't care. Siakam's been good, but nah, bro, I don't care.
Giannis next.
Who all got a over? Okay. What we finna do? We finna see who all got a argument over our first round exit. We got Giannis probably next, but Cat has been good. Cat ain't been bad.
Cat and Pascal are in the same conversation, but I think Giannis has to be next after these guys. Giannis has to be in there somewhere, somehow.
Yeah, I'm probably agree with that. Hold on, let me put Giannis. And after that, Cade was good. Cade wasn't bad. Cade impressed me. Cade left a good impression on me. What you thought about Cade in the playoffs?
I want to go Kawhi, honestly. I think Kawhi had a pretty nice playoffs. 25 points per game.
That's not crazy. No, that's not crazy. Because Kawhi did have a decent first round, but like I feel like he got carried by that one game. But he had
2 rounds. He had 2 rounds of data to show for it too.
They got eliminated in the first round.
No,
they went 7. I think they went 7.
You're right. First round.
Yeah, but they went 7 though against the Thunder. Yeah. I meant against the Nuggets.
I think I got Kawhi next. Honestly, if we got Giannis in there already off that first round.
I mean, if you want to go, oh no, we got to put Ant-Man. No,
Ant-Man. I don't think Ant-Man was as good as Kawhi.
What? But like, he was better than is Giannis over Ant-Man in this playoffs?
I'm sorry, no, I'm looking at the wrong stats. Yeah, Ant's next. You can put Ant's next.
Ant's averaging 26, 8,
27 points. Yeah, he can go up.
But like, I think you're looking at the wrong stats. He's averaging.
No, I was looking at the wrong stats. 27
points, right? 26, 8 and 6. Anthony Edwards 2025 NBA playoffs.
Oh, you're right. Oh, okay, you're right. Yeah.
So it's like, ain't.
Okay. Oh, no, I was looking at the right stats. You think I was looking at his regular season stats. Yeah, Kawhi exactly. Average the same points.
Yeah, but like Edwards at this point is a better defender than me. Edwards is a better shooter.
Yeah, Kawhi shot better in the series.
Yeah, Kawhi has James Harden setting up plays for him,
That's fair. That's
and
fair.
he barely shot better
I'm
than
not I'm
him.
not mad at Ant over Kawhi, but probably got Kawhi right after that.
No, I'm thinking about Ant over Giannis, but nah. You're right, Ant's not
No.
over Giannis. Um, okay. We at the point where it might be Ant, but I'm just trying to find another name. Mobley was good. Mobley was good.
Him not being that elite offensive player is going to hurt him, especially looking at the box score.
I think he is a good offensive player though. He
He's an
shoots.
offensive player, but compared to these other guys averaging in the 20s, he's not even 18. That would definitely hurt him. Just looking at the box score, but definitely defensive end. That's got to be taken into account. That's more eye test and everything. So you don't really have that much games you watch for the eye test. You're not going to really rank him that.
I disagree with that man wholeheartedly. He won the defensive player of the year. Well, if you think talking about one side of the ball, nobody else can say they were the best defender in the league but Mobley this year.
That's debatable, but still, just the playoffs, not the regular season. That's a regular season award. If you're not watching Evan Mobley games, you're probably not going to rank him that high because the box score isn't as.
His box score is nice, dude. Blocks,
I know, but compared
rebounds.
to these guys, I'm not sure.
Yeah. Nah, yeah. I'm ranking him amongst his peers. You right, but okay. It seemed like I got the list of names on the top of the list at this point, and it's just we got to get them in order. Uh, is it gonna be Edwards, Kawhi? I feel like Paolo was better than Kawhi. Paolo was nice, dude.
I'll check it out.
Oh, yo, yeah. Paulo was nice, man. Bro, Larry, this is back to back years.
He probably would follow next.
Larry, this is back to back years where Paulo goes against a top defense in the league and drops 30 a game in the playoffs.
Yeah, you can follow. You can follow next
With no point guard play.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
no spacing. He has no point guard, no spacing, and another dominant forward next to him, and he drops 30 on 44% from three against the Celtics.
You're not wrong. Yeah.
No, this man's nice, bro. He one of them ones to me. Him and Halliburton, they're like two of them next ones.
Mm-hmm. There we go. Yeah, but I think Ant's
above him. Is Ant above him?
Yeah, and Kawhi right after
him. We put it Paolo above Ant?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Bet. Paolo, Ant, Kawhi, and who else?
I'm looking at Jalen Williams right now.
J-Dub. I mean, if we at the point where we looking at J-Dub,
I think it's probably time to put Pascal Siakam up there and Cat.
I'm almost feeling the same way. If we're looking at J-Dub, Pascal could go up there, man. Yeah. All right, who next?
Curry should go somewhere on this list.
He played like 2 games. Did they get first rounded?
Second round.
Who did they play in the first?
Rockets.
Whoa. You're right. Steph Curry was playing good, and he had a man guarding him.
Yeah, I probably have Curry over Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray's probably last if he does make the list.
Curry averaged 23, 5 and 5
on 40% from the three. But yeah, definitely I have Curry over Jamal Murray.
47.
I think the next names for us is probably Mobley, J-Dub, Cat, Curry, and somebody else. That's probably my next names on this list. Yeah, it is. Yep.
Yeah, I'm about to just. Yeah, you sound about right, but I'm gonna look if there's anyone being missed. Okay, you can almost.
That's it.
I am missing a couple people actually. I am.
You can probably Aaron Gordon if you want. That's
hell yeah! I didn't even see him. Larry, nice name. Not bad for my language to anyone listening, but I was looking at Chet Miles. and Aaron. You're right about that. Chet, Miles, Aaron. Chet, Miles, Aaron. Chet,
But
Miles, Aaron.
Gordon's highlight is his defense, especially with this list. But Evan Mobley's been better in that category, so I just can't put Aaron Gordon over.
Aaron Gordon. I want to see what his stats are, dude.
Yeah, stats are lower than I'll probably just go Mobley next, above Miles and Aaron Gordon. My biggest names right now is probably those three: and Cat, Curry, and J Dub. Probably Curry's next, in my opinion, though.
Curry, Mobley. Whoa, we don't have Cade Cunningham right there. I think that's wrong. Cade Cunningham, 2025 NBA playoffs. He averaged 25, 9, and 8 in 6 games against the Knicks. He shot 42% from the field and 18% from the three.
I have him next after Curry.
43% from the field and 18% from the three?
No, not over Curry, but under Curry.
But like watching him though, he wasn't even that bad. Let me see his turnovers.
Under Curry. I think he's still in the conversation with
Cat. He had 5 turnovers a game.
Yeah, I'm in the conversation with Cat and J Dub. I probably just Evan Mobley's there. I think Cat and J Dub next names. That's it. Yeah, 11, 12. So yeah, one more person. I think Cat and J Dub are up there. It's reached one more person. Not sure. It's between Cade, Turner, and Gordon. Or
he said, "Yeah, thank you."
Those 4: Cade, Jamal Murray.
Do you want to just put Neesmith?
I probably won't. I probably won't do it.
He deserves it, bro.
I probably won't.
Dude, is that the most hard knock game of the year?
Yeah, probably.
Bro, that's the most remembered game. Like Larry, when we come back in 30 years, bro, people gonna like remember the Aaron Neesmith game.
No, literally Reggie Miller.
Not literally. No, Tracy McGrady game.
Yeah, something exactly. It was crazy. Bro, but I know, but just off that, we can start.
Yes, just off of that.
Fuck it. I'm down.
No, you down? No, bro. That was the craziest shit I ever seen, bro. I'll put you in the top 15 just for it, bro. Now he got it, man. I'm gonna do this as a short, and then we're gonna talk about a conference final. Larry, can you name me the top 5 players of the 2025 NBA playoffs?
I have Jokic at number 1, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander at number 2, Tyrese Halliburton at 3, Jalen Brunson at 4, and Donovan Mitchell at 5.
I gotta look at Halliburton numbers in the playoffs. 19, holy, bro! Like he has allowed us 19. All right, yeah, you just might have to put Shai over him, right? Shai's a 30-point per game scorer.
You ready?
But who?
You short?
Yeah. I'm ready. Or give me 1 second. I got Jokic, Shai, Hadley. Yeah, bro. Literally, yes.
Can you name your top 5 playoff performers in the playoffs this year?
Number 1, I got Nikola Jokic. Number 2, Shai. Number 3, Halliburton. Number 4, Donovan Mitchell. And number 5, Paolo Banchero. Yeah, just go out and not put Brunson in. Yes, I'm clip farming a little bit, but at the same time, not. Brunson's percentages ain't been that good, and his defense isn't either. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's clutch moments, him being able to bring the game close and stuff of the nature. I think he's in there.
I think the same pros and cons are with Paolo, but less cons. He doesn't have the defensive issues. He's able to rebound. He shoots a lot of threes also. He's clutch also. Like
in the fourth quarter, close game, as no one. I don't think I'm picking anyone over Brunson, to be honest with you.
Oh my, really?
Yeah.
He's no. Brunson's so clutch, but I think Paolo got that in him too. I think
Absolutely,
Paolo.
but Brunson has more clutch moments. He's in the conference finals. Paolo got eliminated in the first round. He just had more opportunity to kind of be in those clutch moments compared to Paolo. For that reason alone, I have to go off the data and go with Brunson.
Yeah, no, he's proven it more for sure. But like to me, it ain't no slouch. It ain't no slouch. Let's talk about the conference finals. Knicks Pacers, dude. They did series 3-1. We just gonna yap about how the Pacers rolled to the finals and how they got here from Halliburton being underrated, from Pascal Siakam being traded for three firsts, and like it was kind of like a risky thing, dude. The Pacers like this is what I be telling you, Larry.
Mm-hmm.
Losing an NBA Finals, right? Is that a negative on your record?
I think it's a negative on the record. I think everyone kind of predicted the Celtics and the Cavs be fully healthy, even though the Celtics probably would have lost anyways, even with the health. The Cavs definitely, I think they were most affected by it. They probably would have beat the Pacers. Honestly, the Bucks probably could have beat the Pacers too if they're healthy. So they could have easily been a first round exit with a healthy NBA, but because of injuries, they were able to get to the finals and go past three teams.
So, like, you think Giannis had a less? You think Giannis had a better season than Halliburton?
Yeah, I definitely think so. He was in finals for MVP. He's been top three player for 7 years at this point. So I just think he's always been that better player than him.
But like, did he have a better
As
year?
far
Like
as
Halliburton made the finals. Like he did. Halliburton or Giannis have a better year?
I'm still going Giannis. He's just a better player. I mean, I think Halliburton probably, in that argument, Halliburton has a better year than anybody in the league. If you really want to talk about, like in the Eastern Conference at least, but not the best player. But
Okay.
I can go with the best year as far as the postseason accomplishments. I can go with that.
Okay. Okay. No, that's respectable. But Halliburton's doing this 2 years in the playoffs in a row now. Like
I mean,
you
so did
know,
Trae Young. I think that's kind of the same story going on. They kind of debating if he's a superstar or not. I kind of just bring back to Trae Young. Kind of did this before too.
no. Halliburton's doing it with like this is something you can keep up. What he's doing is like pure basketball. Trey Young is like, bro, everything Eli was saying like a couple years ago when we was on the episodes. You know, pure basketball is gonna outwin the half court chucking. At some point, when you're missing half court shots, it looks terrible. You know, like like imagine Larry, your first time you go hooping with me, right? Because you got traded to my team. And then you see I'm letting go of that bitch from half court and you're open. Dude, you're gonna feel some type of way, man. Especially like I don't care about that conference finals run you had 5 years ago. I'm open in the corner, man. Like nah, playing with Trey Young could get annoying, but at the same time it's fun because like he throw the lobs and stuff. Halliburton just like he takes what the defense gives. So in like this series against the Knicks, like he has shown me that dude, he's on that level. Like, yeah, his shot might be awky, and that's why I always like. I hate how I hate how it looks, bro. You know what I mean? But like, it gets the job done. It gets the job done, and dude, defensively he improved this year. Last year he was terrible defensively. This year he's not a good defender, but it's not worst defender in the league. Like that's all you be asking for sometimes, bro. Play defense like Kyrie. Like Kyrie ain't no good defender, but you know what I mean? He ain't no slouch.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got any thoughts about this series?
That's really it, man. Knicks kind of folded in some of the late games with Aaron Neesmith going off in that game.
Yeah.
Kind of weren't able to close. Brunson did have a stinker in a closing moment. We had a turnover and things of that nature, and he put on a jersey to get a foul, put them at the line. So that definitely kind of ruined his clutch streak. But I just think overall, the Pacers were a better team in and out with the shooting and the amount of depth that they had. Knicks kind of have no depth at all, to be honest. To be a top-heavy team and kind of putting all them eggs in the basket of getting Mikal Bridges, trading all the first picks away, going over the cap. So I think there's the Pacers are a better team down to bottom. Brunson's the better player, but they just have more tools and weapons they could throw at the Knicks, what Knicks can't compete with for a whole 8 minutes.
Yeah. I have just two last statements about this series, and then we gonna move on.
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Brunson. Stop saying you're the clutchest player in the league if you're just gonna foul out in the clutch and you suck at defense. Stop fouling. Like, why is Jalen Brunson in foul trouble? Why are you playing defense? Stop. Stop. You don't. You're not even good at it, and you're missing clutch moments of playoff games. Stop playing defense entirely. Just go for a rebound or something, man. He need to stop. And the next thing is, would you trade Mikal and OG for Giannis?
I consider it. I think the depth's gonna be even worse now, but I think that definitely gives you a player that pushes your team over the top if everyone's healthy. But with the injury risk, that's definitely higher now, being a top heavy team and putting more load on those guys. Definitely have to kind of hit in the draft this year if you have any picks and try to play some of the role players during the regular season and play in pressure moments so they can develop and be ready for the playoffs. So you can have some type of depth. But I do think the lack of depth will definitely hurt them, especially if an injury occurs.
Yeah, you're not wrong about that. And on to the next series, Thunder Timberwolves. Bro, this is another series that's over 3-1 again. So that's kind of why we talked about the finals already. Both of these series is up 3-1. You got any thoughts about this?
Yeah, Thunder are a better team. I think Anthony Edwards, Julius Randle has have some moments, but I think they need to be more aggressive, more consistently. They haven't been able to do that with this OKC defense, and that's kind of been one of the biggest issues in my opinion, with the Timberwolves. They shown that aggression in that third game, game 3, but they haven't really continued that on to game 4. But we'll see what happens tonight, honestly. But 3-1, it's pretty much over. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much is over. My questions about this team is: do they keep Julius Randle?
I think they try to. I think everyone is on the table except for Jaden McDaniels and Anthony Edwards. I think everyone else can get moved. Probably gonna keep Terrence Shannon Jr. too, but he could be put in a package with Julius Randle to get maybe a better piece. But I think everyone on the table is movable. So
I
definitely,
disagree. I would move. I'd move Jaden McDaniels for KD. Would you for KD?
for KD, okay, yeah, okay, that's fair enough. But I do think he's probably the most valuable role player they have, and he is pretty good with Anthony Edwards. They're gonna take a bigger name like that to kind of give me moving him. So yeah,
Who says no? Like Jaden McDaniels and Nas Reed for KD.
I think that's a good trade. I mean, Timberwolves might be giving up too much just with the youth of that those two players, but I think that works for both of them. Suns definitely take it, no doubt. It just kind of KD being older. Do you value him the same, especially with him probably having a 2-year window at max?
Yeah, at max, like you said, no cap.
I might not do it just because the youth and how he pairs well with Anthony Edwards and his timeline, but I would consider it.
Yeah. You got Rob Dillingham, who's another just hooper who's just trying to get buckets. Like that would literally be the Phoenix Suns over again. But that's everything KD's on. Everything, like like it's what it is.
Yeah.
We already talked about the finals. We talked about Knicks Pacers. At this point, hey Larry, we need to get some more shorts in, bro. We need, bro. Our shorts been going blur 5K recently, but we barely got any to do. We
I
did.
have some prepared for next time though. Oh, yeah.
No, I need to prepare more. I guess too. I need to next week. I'm gonna prepare a lot of shorts because, hey, them things be going numbers. I also had something else I wanted to do, but I don't really even remember what it was. But it sounds like we wrapping it up, man.
Okay, man.
Yeah, it sounds like we wrapping it up. Let me look at the entire script though. What was on it? Think we talked about all 3 topics.
Yeah, that was enough.
Conference finals reaction, NBA finals predictions, top 10 players of the playoffs, and we did our shorts. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Have a nice day and God bless.